It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Los Angeles Lakers as they go up against the Denver Nuggets. Denver comes into this one after the win against the Bulls in Chicago. That game was a real shootout. They'd like to keep their scoring up, but get a few more stops, too. And tonight, get ready for some highlights. Two lightning-quick, high-flying clubs. Kenny, when you have teams as athletic as these, how can one side carve out an advantage?
Poise. That's it. You want to be athletic, but you also want to be level-headed. You got to have a combination of the two. You got to execute your plays, and you just don't rely on your physical gifts because that could be detrimental.
And not only that, A&B, FAE.
What's that?
Avoid mistakes, be fast and efficient.
Wow. FMB.
Where do you come up with that?
FAE?
A&B, FAE.
Okay.
Avoid mistakes.
Okay.
Be fast and efficient.
God, man, that's quick and fast and
It's
hurry.
going to be an exciting matchup. That's what I was trying to say.
Okay.
You're the first person who's ever said that.
AMB, FAE.
Let's meet the visiting team, Los Angeles Lakers. At power forward, Kyle Kuzma. At center, Eagles Zubac. At shooting, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. At the other guard position, Lonzo Ball. At the other forward position, Harrison Barnes. The head coach of the visiting team is Rudy Walton.
The Nuggets have a Western Conference contest on their hands as they prepare to defend home court. Welcome to the Pepsi Center in Denver. 2K Sports is proud to present NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline.
And speaking of the trade, I spoke to him earlier, and man, was he excited about getting the opportunity at a fresh start. He thinks he'll be able to get them to that next level, and I'm sure that's what their thought process was when they made the deal.
Tip-off goes to the Lakers. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Ball runs point with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope to his side. They're the backcourt. Then there's Harrison Barnes. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Kuzma in a power forward position. Los Angeles on D. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
And their defense practically non-existent in that one. Just gave up far too many easy shots.
Yeah, I think they were totally checked out, Greg. At least that's what it looked like. When you play that kind of defense, you expect to lose.
Ball. No good with the triple. Well, the Lakers last season, the worst defensive team in the NBA. Again, offense was a little bit better. Clark, what's the key for them offensively?
Well, I think a couple of things. One, ball movement, utilizing everybody. Last season, they were bottom 5 in assists, top 5 in turnovers, and that ratio, those numbers, not conducive to good offense.
Now, here's Caldwell Pope following the miss by Paul Millsap.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Moutier. Pass to Jokic. Stolen by Zubac. Pass break. The Lakers. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Los Angeles with another miss. Here's Denver now. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And with the type of defense they played that day, they were able to cause a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, and causing a lot of turnovers, Greg, as you well know, means cashing in on those opportunities, which really can put a team in a bad way in a hurry.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year, but just a tad worse. So not too bad.
One shot.
Clark, I'm certain for coaches and for players too, but certainly for the coach because he's got to moderate this, how he tries to keep his players focused every night in every game in the NBA. It's such a long season.
Yeah, it really is a long season, and you have to sprinkle and not spray if you're a coach. By that, I mean you can't use all of your material too early in terms of motivating. But the other thing is, you need not be motivating your players all the time if you're a coach. That's something that pro players should be doing themselves.
Here's Moutier following the basket by Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. 6 on the shot clock. Chandler the pass to Jokic, and the layup's good off the glass. Jokic has got his first 2 points.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Boy, it's a thing of beauty watching him attack the defense like that. I mean, they wanted no part of him on that layup.
With the floater, second chance shot, and he's fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
And when the Nuggets are clicking on offense, Greg, they are a joy to watch.
You know they are, and one reason is because they're one of the better passing teams in the league. And right near the top in terms of assists per game last season, and all players on this roster at all positions look to make that extra pass to get an easy bucket.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Moutier with the ball. 9-point game his last outing. Kicks it to Harris. Jokic a screen. On the wing, Harris. Zubac defending. 2 on the clock. Lets it go from deep, and it's Gary Harris with the 3. Harris has got his second bucket of the night.
Against length, he does a nice job of creating just enough separation.
Yeah, he's so creative with the ball and his ability to shake free from bigger guys to knock down those triples. Boy, that's a thing of beauty there.
That one doesn't drop. Good work defensively by Millsap. The Nuggets leading by 5. Moutier kicks to Jokic. It's hauled in by Zubac.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Caldwell Pope outside. Now the pass to Kuzma. There's the screen. He tries for 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. And here's Moutier. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Jokic, no good.
That's what they want. A good look from the mid-range game, hey, but unfortunately they came up empty.
Barnes kicks to Zubac. Paul Millsap with the rebound. Millsap's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Great look, but off the mark.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
The dish to Ball. Passes it to Zubac. Fades and shoots. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5. Denver leading by 3. Millsap sets the pick for Moutier. The feed to Millsap. And he converts the layup.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Zubac the pass to Kuzma. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And really the Nuggets, a stronger team than many had predicted last season. One area that troubled them was the defensive end. And when they would lose, it was usually by being unable to come up with consistent stops.
That one is off. And for the Nuggets and their defensive issues, Greg, a lot of it stemmed from their lack of rim protection.
Yeah, the inability to challenge shots in general, for that matter. And they also had problems applying pressure and forcing turnovers as a team, at the bottom of the league in terms of turnovers forced.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. And it's Harris off the drive to the middle. Here's Jokic. Good. And Harris gets the assist.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Now here's Barnes. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Here's Ball. And again, no good by the Lakers.
Tough miss, especially since the defense wasn't that strong. I mean, he needs to cash in from there.
Harris dishes to Moutier. Pass to Jokic. He kicks it to Millsap. And good that time. Millsap's got his second basket.
And offensively, they've done a great job here of staying in rhythm.
Well, I tell you what, Greg, their offense has really been productive this half, and I absolutely love the shots they've taken so far.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Golden State.
And Harrison Barnes, just a tremendous athlete at that small forward position. I think his strength enables him to guard up and hold his own against power forwards, and coaches love that versatility.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Nuggets?
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
And he makes the first. And Greg, you look at the versatility of Barnes. He can defend, I think, 3 positions.
And that's what the league is all about now. Switching on picks, much more popular. And with an all-around solid defender like Barnes, it doesn't uncover mismatches.
Fareed's checked in for the Nuggets. Murray comes in for Gary Harris. Barnes hits them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Pass to Murray. Jokic a screen. Now here's Murray. Defense right on him. Tries from 16. And it's put back in by Fareed. Fareed's got his first points of the night.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Now here's Barnes. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Paul Millsap picks one up.
2 shots, gentlemen. One of the things that every great player has to have is a tremendous work ethic, and Harrison Barnes has the reputation of being an outstanding worker. He wants to be special, and he's willing to put the time in to give it a chance to happen.
That's good from Barnes. And Clark, another thing with Barnes, he's very clear-sighted on the areas he needs to improve on.
Yeah, exactly, Kevin. I mean, at times he can be pretty hard on himself. That's part of how you get better. Irrational self-confidence, pretty common in this league. That's not HB, though. I mean, he's more cerebral, and his desire is what balances it all out for him.
That one misses.
Well, you look at the Lakers as an organization, and we know historically one of the great sports organizations in any sport. The reputation, though, has been slipping a bit in recent years. The front office moved last season, bringing what they hope will be some stability and certainly a bit more prestige to the team.
Lakers trail by 10. Clarkson kicks to Curry. Nance a screen on Barton. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. And when you look at the Lakers' new front office, do you think it'll be an improvement?
Time will tell, Kevin. I think that's hard to predict. The pieces certainly lean towards success, but it's a hard job. Certainly there's more credibility now. I don't think there's any question about that.
Now here's Moutier. Plumlee with the screen. Barton passes to Plumlee. Curry with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Barnes has got it. And it's sent back by Plumlee. But they recover it. Here's Clarkson. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Feeds to Barnes. Just 3 to shoot. Shoots over Barton. Barnes with another miss. On offense, here are the Nuggets. They're on a 13-5 run. Sinks the triple.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
And here's Nance following the 3 from Will Barton. Curry outside. Connects from three-point range. Curry's got his first 3 points of the game.
Anything you can do, I can do better. We got a little gamesmanship going on.
Yeah, a little mano-mano, back and forth. Guys going at each other, giving this game a little bit of edge and personality. I like it.
Lakers trail by 10. Now here's Barnes. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game. One-on-one fast break. Here's Moutier. Banked in off the glass. Moutier's got his second basket of the night.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Giving up too many open shots. I mean, that's what's happening here, Greg. They look to me to be a bit sluggish.
And that replay presented by Under Armour, showing us the fantastic steal that led to that fast break finish. Another unleash chaos moment. Nance a screen. Curry on the wing. Defended by Moutier. Nance sets a screen for Clarkson. Right at the free throw line. He's off on that one. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. They went to Los Angeles for their last meeting with the Lakers and came out with a victory.
And the last time they faced this club, rebounding was their big advantage.
Clearly, that was the overriding factor. A double-digit advantage on the boards. They just pounded them inside.
Murray dishes to Moutier. Plumlee with the screen. Moutier kicks to Murray. Plumlee sets the pick for Murray. Back to Moutier. Barton in the corner. 5 to shoot. Barton missing again.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
And the basket is good. Barnes has got 5.
And it's nice watching Barnes. I like seeing him convert through contact. That, to me, demonstrates how strong he is on these finishes.
Now Murray. 14 points from him the last game against Chicago. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And what a season he's had at the foul line thus far. 86% from the line.
Yeah, guys, I mean, he's been a very steady hand for them when it comes to his free throw shooting.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Move shots.
Free throw good, Murray. And Clark, a lot of former players had a specific instance when they knew they were special, the way they played the game of basketball. Did you ever have a moment like that where you realized that you could make it as a player?
Yeah, there was a time when that became more realistic to me, Kevin. And I grew up in Cleveland, and during the summers, a lot of the Cleveland Cavaliers would stay in the area and play pickup basketball to stay in shape. And I got a chance to bump heads with a lot of those guys, Jim Jones and the late Terry Furlow, Austin Carr, Bingo Smith, Mike Mitchell. And I was only 15, 16 years old. And while those guys were going at half speed, it gave me the encouragement that I might be able to get to where they were if I continued to work hard and stay healthy. So at 15 or 16, during one of those summers, I began to realize that I might have a chance to realize the dream of being an NBAer.
Here's Lyles. 9 points last game. No good with the triple. There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter. Barea kicks to Clarkson. Dishes it to Curry. And here's Barea outside. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
And, you know, Barea is a fairly consistent three-point threat. You can't sleep on him out there.
Barton kicks to Fareed. They set the pick. Here's Murray up on top. Curry with the steal. Drops in the breakaway layup. Curry's got 5 points so far. 20 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Barton against Clarkson. Plumlee with a screen on Clarkson. It's Barton with the drive. Basket good. He's got 5. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Nuggets lead by 9. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment.
What up? Ali, what up? Living like Ali.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
Just playing suffocating defense. That's been the difference here for them.
You know, Greg, I love watching this team get after it on defense. I mean, they play with a bit of edge and nastiness.
Here's Murray. Lyles out there with Kenneth Fareed. Then it's Will Barton. Then there's Murray. And it's Plumlee in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
And the clever passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the court.
And the Lakers have possession. Denver getting their last shot to go. Barea. And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a three-point play.
He has a little bit of trickeration with that one. Gets that one to go against the limb.
Trickeration. I like that, partner. That's pretty strong word creation. And you've got to be creative, though, whether you're commentating or hooping, especially when you're going inside.
One shot.
That free throw good from Barea.
J.J. Barea has speed to burn. I mean, he's shifty, he's quick, and because of that, he's extremely valuable as a decision maker and scorer. Great competitor.
Now here's Murray. He feeds it to Fareed, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for Denver.
And they've pretty much ignored the corner 3 tonight. It's a useful shot to have. It really forces the D out wide and opens things up in the middle.
2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And the Nuggets over the past few seasons have done a great job as an organization of collecting talent.
And with that steady approach, they've been able to develop a star with Jokic. The Nuggets took a very disciplined approach to building this team, and you can see the depth they enjoy, and it all starts with the job this front office has done.
And he's good on the second. And a lot of scorers in the NBA just demand so much attention when they have the ball. Which players you think, Clark, in your eyes, gets the most attention from a defense?
Well, I mean, how about the MVP of last season, Russell Westbrook? I mean, you can't take your eyes off of him when you're watching the game and certainly when you're playing against him. And you've got to know where Steph Curry is at all times, whether he has the ball or not. He's that dangerous. And James Harden is one of those guys who's a magnet for attention as well. And you always can throw LeBron James in any conversation about most watched players or most focused on players.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Emmanuel Mudiay spent a year in China prior to the NBA rather than playing in college. A lot of people respect what he did while he was over there. He said, being in a foreign country, everything is different. It made me mentally strong. Now in the NBA, he said, you've got to have confidence because every point guard in this league can play. You've got to keep that edge and be prepared at all times. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Mental fortitude is critical, especially when you're a young player in this league. The Nuggets shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
And Murray has a full package. I mean, he's a deadly shooter and a surprisingly good penetrator, too. A terrific guard.
Gary Harris, he's checked in for Denver. And the Lakers also making a change. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Curry. Harris with it. He had 13 points in the win against Chicago. And it's Kentavious Caldwell Pope with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Offensive rebound. Shot's good by Lyles.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
For 3, Harris. Harris missing again.
You know, he's yet to hit another 3 after nailing one in the first, but I don't think that's going to stop him from shooting.
Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. He dishes it to Murray. Back to Harris. There's a screen. Kicks it to Chandler. Second shot opportunity. And, here, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. so he'll head to the free throw line. The Nuggets have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
Shooting 2.
No good on that one. Jokic has checked in for Trey Lyons. And he sinks the second. Lakers trail by 11. And here's Ennis. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Ball, the pass to Zubac. Ball with it. Harris is there. Los Angeles with another miss.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Chandler kicks to Harris. And the pass to Fareed. Back to Harris. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jokic passes to Chandler. Over ball. That's good from Chandler on the assist by Jokic. Chandler's got the lead up to 13 now for Denver.
And last season, how about the jump to true stardom that Jokic was able to make? There was a stretch where every game he just looked more and more incredible. Truly gave this team, I think, a franchise player in the blink of an eye.
And the Lakers call time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Millsap's checked in. And right there is the list of rookie assist leaders for the last 10 games. It's been all about team play for this group lately. Lonzo Ball is second.
Impressive dime count there. And you like to see that from a rookie. No better way to make a first impression than by spreading the wealth.
And his teammates love him, guys. I mean, and why wouldn't they? He's tenacious. He's unselfish. Delivers the ball where they can do something with it. I mean, that gets you favor with your teammates right away.
Now here's Chandler. That one doesn't go.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Offensive rebound. Second chance shot. Millsap misses.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
And, you know, that's not easy at all. When guys get this close to the bucket, it's tough to stop the basket.
Now, here's Ball. 11 points for him in that last game against Golden State.
And even if you took away his points, he was still an offensive force because of his passing. His assist numbers were tremendous.
Here's Murray following the basket by Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Murray dishes to Harris. Jokic a screen. Harris kicks to Jokic. Passes it to Murray. And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic.
A moment now to see the numbers for Ball. He's right around 13 points a night, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And some pretty good numbers, guys. He's certainly making a contribution.
Better than expected. He still has a ways to go, but I like what I'm seeing right now.
Caldwell-Pope against Chandler. Caldwell-Pope kicks to Ball. Now here's Zubac. He's covered closely. For 3, Caldwell-Pope. It's hauled in by Harris.
Seems like he's in a hurry. He's kind of rushing his shot. Clearly out of rhythm right now. That's a big reason why they're losing.
And no good.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Ball no good.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
Yeah, he has been, and he's got to find his stroke because he's holding back his team as a result of his poor shooting.
Now here's Murray. He's got 5. Chandler outside. Chandler with another miss.
And out of rhythm offensively, but he continues to work at it.
Yeah, you know what? I think eventually he will find his rhythm because he is off right now, but all it takes is one hoop, and you're back in rhythm.
Now Ball. Wilson Chandler missing from long range, and he trims the lead to single digits.
One of the most impressive things about Ball is his awareness. He's got great court awareness and is a terrific distributor.
Near the three-point line, it's Millsap. Another shot, and that's good off the glass that time. And that's now 6 points for Jokic.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, no let-up. Killer instinct on display, trying to put this team away. I love the tenacity.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Emmanuel Mudiay's checked in for the Nuggets. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Lakers trail by 10. There's the pick. There's the dish to Ball. To the inside, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
When you've got the slick passing skills that Ball has, you love exploiting the defense in the pick and roll.
Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Chandler a screen. Millsap passes to Jokic. Shoots over Zubac. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 5 rebounds tonight. Now here's Ball, defended by Mudiay. Ball dishes to Barnes. 5 on the clock. Three-pointer. No good on that one. And Denver the other way now. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. The Nuggets leading by 8. Millsap a screen. Mudiay kicks to Millsap. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
And a name that a lot of NBA teams were in on this past offseason was Paul Millsap. His ability to shoot from outside and play in the post was wanted all over the league, and the Nuggets were the team ultimately that was able to land him.
Two shots.
That free throw good for Millsap. And for the Nuggets, Millsap, Greg, seems to be what they want in the 4.
You know, he pairs well with Jokic and others on this team, gives them some shooting and rebounding, plus his overall versatility is what separates him. The Nuggets seem to jump out of nowhere to sign him, but when you look at things, it really does make sense.
And so he hits both.
Tell you what, Paul Millsap, one of my favorite players because he's so effective, scores at an efficient clip, rebounds the ball well, and defends multiple positions too. He gives you everything.
Here's Kuzma. He's coming off a 13-point game against Golden State. It's stolen by Harris. Here's Mudiay. Up top, Plumlee. Harris outside. Pass to Jokic. Shoots over Zubac. And the rejection by Zubac. Caldwell Pope outside. Buries it from three-point range. Caldwell Pope's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And the three-pointer, a big part of KCP's game. About half his shots come from out there.
Harris passes to Jokic. Back to Harris. Right wing. Clock at 6. Jokic kicks to Harris. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists tonight. Lakers trail by 9. Ball dishes to Caldwell Pope. There's a good screen. Pass to Zubac. And it's sent back by Millsap.
Pretty cool to see Millsap turn shots back. I mean, he's a mobile, athletic, big man who is taking pride in his defensive work.
Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. 7 points in the game. Zubac the best to Caldwell Pope. Yes, that goes in. Caldwell Pope's got 9 points.
Well, I liked the first quarter he had. I mean, and I'm loving the second quarter even more. Playing with a lot of momentum right now.
Jokic with it. Zubac defending. Jokic kicks to Millsap. And Denver again with the bucket.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Lakers trail by 11. The pass to Kuzma. They set the pick. There's the feed to Ball. And it's sent back by Plumlee.
It's just been a brutal outing for him. He still hasn't managed to make a shot, and the team is struggling because of it.
Now here's Mudiay. Jokic a screen. Mudiay dishes to Millsap. It's good from long range. Millsap's got 7 points here in this quarter.
So many ways for Millsap to score. I mean, off screens, catch and shoot, ISO, crashing the glass. This guy can do it all.
Now here's Ball. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Millsap with the steal. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got his 6th rebound on the night.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Well, I tell you what, Ball doing a nice job using his size down in the post, rising up above his defender to get that one to go down.
Here's Millsap following the basket by Lonzo Ball. Millsap misses. Lakers trail by 12. Barnes outside. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Barnes has got 7 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Now here is Harris. He's got 8. 6 to shoot. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Barnes with it. Now guarded by Plumlee. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Barnes kicks to Caldwell Pope. They set the screen. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. He's got 11.
And part of an overall effort for Kentavious going for higher percentage shots. That time working inside.
And that one's good, Jokic.
And that kind of sums up the defensive effort we've seen here tonight, guys.
And so it's Denver going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Here with Coach Mike Malone. How has ball movement opened up things for you offensively?
Every game we have where we get into a one-on-one game, over-dribbling, not passing, we become very easy to guard. The good thing about tonight is the ball is moving. We're trying to make plays for each other. When we move the ball, we get high percentage shots, which is all we can ask for.
Thanks very much for your time, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The first half in the books. This is Ernie Johnson. This is Shaquille O'Neal. This is Ken Smith. Welcome back.
Ken,
as we break down the action. After 2 quarters, it's Denver out in front. They lead by 10. And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Nuggets.
Well, they've been playing with some toughness, and it's led to a nice lead for them, not just on the scoreboard, but in the rebounding numbers. And now they need to stay mean, Ernie. You cannot lose that edge in the second half.
And Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Lakers.
Their three-point shooters struggle to get into a rhythm. It's a mental thing. You start clanking them, and your teammates start. It's contagious. Now, percentage-wise, shooting in the low 30s, it's not horrific, but it's not great. And they have to improve their accuracy from deep in the second half, or they're going to have a hard time coming back.
That's it for now as the second half's just about ready to go.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. One guy who's been getting it done is Paul Millsap.
Yeah, I mean, he really gave them a boost in that first half, shot way above his average.
Exactly, Greg. And, you know, when he's scoring like this, they're tough to stop.
Denver leading by 10.
Well, you know, historically, the Lakers have been a glamour franchise and have been able to attract top-tier free agents. The temptation exists to skip any rebuilding and instead look to reload with new stars. We'll see if that pays dividends going forward.
So the Lakers 5 right now. Ball runs point with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope to his side. They're the backcourt. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then there's Harrison Barnes. And it's Kuzma in at the 4 slot. No good from Zubac. And Coach Walton has said when you build from within, you control your own destiny. What do you think, Clark? Should they build slowly but surely or look to land the big free agent?
Well, I think you do a combination of the two, but slow and steady usually wins the race. I know in this day and age we want everything microwave, but one of the questions for the Lakers is how many of these young guys have real star potential? Who are those guys you can build around? And if you don't see it, the temptation grows stronger to go out and try to find that ready-made star.
And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Now, Moutier, he kicks it to Millsap. Stolen by Ball. And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And he's at 73% this year at the foul line. Adequate, but not spectacular.
One shot.
And a pretty unorthodox slingshot shooting form for Lonzo Ball. Greg brings it up on the left side of his face.
Yeah, but he's still got great balance, and the lower body mechanics are perfect. Good wrist action on the follow-through. Sometimes we get caught up so much in the motion to get to the shot. It's about the release point. And when you get there with this guy and the confidence with which he plays, I think it's a non-issue.
And here is Ball. Wilson Chandler getting his 3 to go. Ball with it. He has 5. Shot clock at 6. That shot by Caldwell-Pope, no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Yeah, I concur. I mean, definitely on the roll right now. Seems like everything he's throwing up is going down.
Now, here's Ball. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Here's Barnes. A terrific shot on the turnaround. Barnes has got his third basket of the night right there.
Boy, the quick release of Barnes is really something to behold, Kevin. A knockdown mid-range shooter who strokes it with confidence.
Here's Millsap. He's got 11. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Well, every team goes into the draft looking for finishers like these. Here are the most efficient scorers among this year's rookie class. Lonzo Ball is second.
He's scoring and finishing at a very high level. I mean, playing within himself offensively and being very discerning with his shot selection.
Yeah, you know, it comes down to efficiency for me. I mean, most young guys get excited, want to prove themselves. But he just calmly goes about his business and really does that at a high level. Very impressed by him.
And he can't get the first one.
And when you talk about just a natural basketball player, I think you got to envision a guy like Paul Millsap. He just does it all. He's got the skill level and versatility at that power forward position. And in this league today, you have to be able to impact the game the way he does.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Fareed's checked in for Jokic. Barton comes in for Harris. And it's Jamal Murray in for Moutier. And you look at all the different things that Paul Millsap does for you on the court, Greg. Don't forget about the defensive end of the floor, too.
Yeah, great point. And an all-defense selection. One of the great big men in league history in terms of getting steals. Just unbelievable hands. And you know what? He epitomizes consistency when you look at the course of his career.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Miles checked in for Paul Millsap. And a chance now to review the shot chart for the Nuggets.
And you look at the chart and you see they have done a lot of their damage in the mid-range game. So often teams will try to force everything at the hoop or only rely on the three to score, but they have seen what the defense is giving them and taken every open look they found.
Now here's Barnes. 9 points in the game so far. No good off the front iron.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Now here's Ball. Harrison Barnes missing his last shot. And the Lakers with another miss. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Here's Barton. Count it from 12. Barton's got 7. Lakers trail by 13. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Nobody near Barnes. Nailed from three-point land. He's got 12.
You can't give Barnes even a second because that's when he strikes and hurts you. A master at the catch-and-shoot chase.
Murray kicks to Barton. Another 3 for Denver.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
And now's the time for them to step on the gas pedal. Don't let up. Keep letting it fly from deep and build that lead. Play through the finish line, not to it. Keep the pressure on.
And here's Caldwell Pope following the 3 from Will Barton. And here is Murray. He has 5. Six on the shot clock. Screen by Fareed. Tipped away. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Kevin, let's take a look here to see where the Lakers rank in the NBA.
You know, you talked about their spot in the shot blocking rankings. Their length and presence inside is not to be taken lightly. And trust me, their opponents are very conscious of it every time they drive the ball.
Kuzma passes to Zubac. Feeds it to Ball. Caldwell Pope on the wing. A baseline J. Here's Zubac. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
Yeah, those are back crushers. I mean, they really crack your back when you give teams second shots like that.
Now here's Barton. He's got 10. The shot by Chandler wide open. And it's off from three-point range. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And he had one in the first as well. He can be dangerous. Keep an eye on him.
Denver leading by 8. Barton kicks to Murray. Dishes it to Chandler. Launches a three. Knocks down the three ball. Chandler's got 6 points in the quarter.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
Yeah, and I like it. I love seeing that. It's a lot of fun when that happens. These teams are going at each other from the outside.
Here's Kuzma. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Kicks the ball. Shoots the three. And it's Denver with the rebound. Fareed's got 8 rebounds in this game. Chandler dishes to Murray. Screen by Fareed. Here's Murray. It's deflected.
Ball size and timing really an asset when it comes to him blocking shots.
Lakers trail by 13. He feeds it to Caldwell Pope. They set the pick. Ball with it. Out guarded by Murray. Ball, the pass to Barnes. And it's in there. Barnes has got 14 points. And the Lakers breathe a sigh of relief this summer, retaining their lottery pick that had a greater than 50-50 chance of falling to the 76ers.
And you know what, Kevin? That's a huge boost for the franchise, drafting Lonzo Ball. They kept their pick, but that means they will lose their 2018 pick. No upside to losing games this season. They're going all in.
Here's Chandler. Harrison Barnes picking up that last basket. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
Let's take a look at Wilson Chandler. Some stats on him. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's putting up about 12 points a game, 2 assists, and 3 rebounds. And you look at those numbers, not bad, but guys, I think he can do better, and he knows it.
And he has high expectations for himself as well, guys, but he just hasn't delivered fully on his potential yet.
And the shot goes in. Fareed's got his second basket.
Being aware there, excellent recognition, fantastic playmaking leading to the nice shot.
Ball kicks to Caldwell Pope. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Inside, Zubac. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Murray, the pass to Lyles. Barton against Caldwell Pope. It's good. 12 points for Will Barton.
He is in the zone. There's a reason he keeps getting the ball. They're feeding him because they trust him to lead their team.
Caldwell Pope against Barton. Caldwell Pope dishes the ball. Kuzma passes the ball. Expanding his range. Good on that shot, and with that, the Nugget lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Kuzma. The Nuggets have gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime, shooting 8 of 15. Back to Murray. Passes to Lyles. Barton, wide open, he fires, and again Denver with the triple.
And he can take over in a nanosecond. I mean, once he catches fire, it's difficult to squelch it.
Pass to Kuzma. He dishes it to Barnes. Pass the ball. Here's Kuzma. Barnes outside. Over Chandler. Rebound by the Nuggets.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
There's the dish to Barton. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Caldwell Pope kicks the ball. From the arc. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Those three-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they can keep it up.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Some changes for the Lakers. Let's take a second to see the teams that have been the toughest inside this season so far. The Lakers in fifth.
I mean, terrific rim protection. I mean, they rotate and help on the inside as well as anybody. And, of course, you want to keep offenses on the outside shooting jump shots, and that continues to be the goal.
Curry's shot is good.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Now, here's Millsap. 12 points for him. Good on the bucket. 14 points for Jokic.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Back to Barea. And the pass to Clarkson. Screen by Bogut. Teardrop shot. And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half. And how about the 46th pick back in the 14 draft? Jordan Clarkson has certainly exceeded expectations thus far in his career. An athletic combo guard, he's really succeeded playing at both the 1 and 2.
Zubac is checked in for Andrew Bogut.
One shot.
Free throw good. Clarkson. And Greg, Jordan Clarkson, he has an offensive game, doesn't he?
He's able to shoot with range, and he can attack off the bounce as well. I think that enables him to kind of play on or off the ball. And I think he has a chance to be a really good two-way player in our league. Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
For Los Angeles, they have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
You know, they've really put themselves behind the 8 ball in so many of their games because they just have not been able to knock down those foul shots.
2 shots.
The first one falls. That one falls, so he hits both of them. 29 seconds left to play in the third. Moutier kicks to Harris. Down low. A baseline J. Plumlee, no luck. Lakers trail by 4. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
Nance a screen, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
It was very close, and I wouldn't mind letting them play on that one. It wasn't blatant by any means.
Moutier with the basket. Moutier's got 7 points in the game. And so it's the Denver Nuggets heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. And we'll be right back after this. 3 quarters in the books, folks. Glad to have you with us. Welcome back as we get going. The Lakers with the ball. They trail by 7. Moutier and Harris are their lengthy guard set. Plumlee out there with Jokic. And it's Millsap in at the 3 slot. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. And Jordan Clarkson, a second-rounder out of Missouri. He's got some offensive talent.
Yes, he does. I love his game. He's solid as a jump shooter. He's athletic, can make plays for others. His defense continues to get better. He brings a lot to the table. I like this young man's game a lot.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw.
And, you know, one of those rare second-round picks who played well immediately. Clarkson was first-team All-Rookie and continues to develop.
And the second free throw, good.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Now here's Millsap. And Plumlee kicks to Millsap. Again, the Nuggets score.
Great job getting to the right spot on the court. Beautiful passing all the way around.
And here is Los Angeles now. 8-point game. On the wing, Nance. And it's sent back by Plumlee.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
The Nuggets leading by 8. Now here's Moutier. The feed to Harris. Plumlee with a screen on Nance. Harris outside. 6 to shoot. Millsap sets the pick for Harris. Shoots from the line. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight.
And, you know, even though they're up, he's been off his game this quarter, having trouble finding the basket.
Now here's Curry. Here's Nance. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
Love the assist. I mean, he knew exactly where that bounce pass had to be to create that opportunity.
Moutier pass to Plumlee. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Millsap a screen. Harris kicks to Jokic. It's hauled in by Zubac. Lakers trail by 6. To the wing on the left. Clarkson passes to Zubac. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Nice strong move there by Clarkson. He'll get free throws.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Denver.
From mid-range, it's been a very nice game for them. I mean, they've been finding the bottom of the net a lot.
Couple that with just how well they've shot it from beyond, and they've made this thing look easy.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
And they are making it look easy at the free throw line here in the second half.
And both free throws good for Clarkson. Denver leading by 4. Now Moutier. He kicks to Harris. Fires the three. The basket good off the assist from Moutier. Moutier's got his 5th assist in this one. Barea dishes to Curry. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Clarkson, and he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick.
And you got to give it up for Clarkson. I mean, he's a natural from mid-range.
Moutier with the ball. Feeds to Millsap. Shoots over Curry. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. 16 points for Millsap.
And it seems like he's found a rhythm. Millsap connecting time and time again.
Nance a screen. Nance sends a screen for Clarkson. Nance outside. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. 4 on the clock. From deep, Barea. Some solid defense from Harris.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Now here's Millsap. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. And now a 9-point Nugget lead.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Here's the screen. Curry kicks to Barea. Puts up a 3. That one misses. And Denver the other way now. Harris against Barea. Harris passes to Moutier. Shoots over Curry. Millsap misses. Lakers trail by 9. To the paint. It's tipped and stolen by Harris. To the middle. Here's Moutier. Good. And Harris gets the assist.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring. And this one couldn't have been any easier.
Yeah, that was actually no defense at all there, Greg. I mean, layups don't come any easier than that. I mean, they're piling it on now.
Buries the long-range jumper. Clarkson's got 8 here in the quarter.
You know, Clarkson really working on his range, and defenses better wise up to it.
There's a screen. Jokic with this screen on Clarkson. Harris against Barea. Off the pick. Harris misses.
Well executed. Great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Agree with you there, partner, because that screen really freed him up nicely, and that's a shot that if you're a pro, you need to make that one.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Now here's Nance, following the miss by Emmanuel Mudiay. Dishes it to Clarkson. From outside, off the mark. Denver leading by 8. And here's Moutier. Harris, right side. Second shot opportunity. In deep. Jokic drops it in.
Just creating havoc for the opponents the last few games.
Well, he's done it again right there on the offensive glass. I mean, it's a great stretch that he's having here, and boy, I really admire his energy.
And it's sent back by Millsap. Barea against Harris. It's stolen by Curry. Kicks to Nance. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. And Larry Nance Jr., son of 3-time NBA All-Star Larry Nance, and both of them known for their big-time dunking ability.
Well, you know what I like to say, Kevin? You can't run away from the DNA. His father was the NBA's first dunk contest champion, and Junior has some highlight reel dunks of his own, especially that one everybody perhaps saw over Brook Lopez. What a punch.
You're right. And the first one at the line is good. Denver making a switch here. Chandler's checked in. The Lakers making a switch here. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And Larry Nance, Clark, one of the few young Lakers who's a positive at the defensive end of the floor.
Exactly, Kevin. Very impressive at that end. He's solid, understands positioning and guarding his guy and helping out his teammates. Long and athletic and eager to get after it defensively.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Kenneth Faried's checked in for the Nuggets. Zubac is checked in for Los Angeles. All comes in for Jordan Clarkson. Free throw, good. Jokic. Here's Caldwell Pope. He feeds it to Ball. Here's Caldwell Pope. Passes it to Barnes. Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
Can't allow Barnes that kind of good position in the post because once he has it, it's dinner time.
Moutier kicks to Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
I would agree. Now Chandler. Harrison Barnes missing on the 3. Yep, that one goes. And that's now 10 points for Wilson Chandler. Lakers trail by 13. Now here's Ball. Caldwell Pope outside. And the 3 off target. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend. Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Here's Ball. Following the basket by Kenneth Faried. Zubac the pass to Caldwell Pope. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
And not the first time we've seen this. When KCP's confident, when he's in rhythm, he can fill it up with the best of them.
Now here's Faried for 3. Up again. Jokic on the follow. Jokic has got 23 points.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Up off the screen.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
Jokic a screen. Harris dishes to Faried. He had a nice open look right there. Faried's got 4 points this quarter.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Well, when you knock down jumpers like that, it opens everything else up as well.
Los Angeles calls timeout. And Lakers head coach Luke Walton got his start as an NBA coach in Golden State as a top assistant. He said, looking back, he would have paid to coach under Steve Kerr with everything he's learned.
Wow, that's a high compliment from Walton. Kerr and Walton have very similar personalities, too. I mean, both are pretty even-keeled, low-key kind of guys. And when Kerr's back surgery sidelined him, Walton led the Warriors to the best start in NBA history. Pretty amazing.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, I listened in on what Luke Walton said to his team. He is not happy with the turnovers. He said, we have got to get some shots. It's as simple as that, guys. Play smart and value the basketball. We'll see if the message sunk in, Kevin.
Now, here's Moutier. Harris outside. It's Fareed, top of the key. He dishes it to Moutier. Shot clock at 5. Pulls up on the elbow. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Nuggets lead by 17.
And now they are probably too far ahead. It's going to be nearly impossible to get back in this one.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one, Greg. I mean, they're in a groove right now, up big, hard to envision them losing this lead.
And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
And when Ball has the ball, it's in good hands. He can run the offense, no doubt.
Harris picks to Moutier. Back to Harris. Pass to Fareed. Well, we've seen super teams more and more the last decade. Clark, are stacked teams like the Warriors or the Cavaliers, do you think good for the NBA?
I think it's just part of the NBA. I don't think it's necessarily good or bad, quite honestly. I understand the way some folks look at that, having a dominant team that everybody chases or a couple of dominant teams. How about the Lakers and Celtics during their heyday, or the Sixers and Celtics when they were battling in the East? The Bucks were really good and couldn't quite get past the Celtics or Sixers. I think excellent championship caliber teams, only if there are a few, it's good for the league. I don't necessarily think it's bad. And when you've got competitive balance throughout the league, I think that's good too.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Nuggets.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
But, Greg, still 2 more games upcoming between these teams, so we could have a few more twists and turns down the road.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Jokic.
Yeah, and he was aggressive rebounding the ball tonight. I think his aggressiveness on the glass helped set the tone.
For the Nuggets, Lyles checked in for Jokic. Martin comes in for Gary Harris. And it's Jamal Murray in for Emmanuel Mudiay. Both free throws good from Fareed. 36 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Screen by Bogut. Pass to Barea. Tries a 3. Kenneth Fareed pulls it in. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Here's Barton. He can't hit that time.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
And, you know, that's not easy at all. When guys get this close to the bucket, it's tough to stop the basket.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And, Greg, to be able to take the bump like that and maintain control, that's not easy to do. I know you're kind of a little fella, but I was a big guy when I played, so I know how difficult that is. That was impressive.
I see.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Here's Barton. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Mason, your game has expanded some, and what has that process been like?
You know, you just learn something new every game. You have to study your opponent and see what's going to be open, but some of the constants have to be rebounding, defense, bringing energy, and that's always going to get you a little bit.
Well, you had the whole package tonight, Mason. Thanks. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. See you later.